All right, hey everybody. I was just wanting to make a video. I've had several people ask me kind of how things are going with Forex and kind of the strategy I'm using and how to make money in Forex. So I just wanted to make another quick video. I believe some of my videos have kind of described how to do this, and I just want to make another one and kind of go over what I'm doing and kind of the money you can make in it. And I just kind of wanted to show you my plan and what I'm looking to do. And if that's something that interests you, then you can come alongside me, and maybe we can. This is something we could do together and make money together doing it. So, anyways, just kind of real quick, the method I use in Forex is called it's a price trap. Basically, what you're looking to do is trap price, and then you're trading a breakout and a retest. And just to kind of explain that, I'll use this as an example. Basically, you're using supply demand zones. You're using support and resistance, and just to kind of explain how that works, kind of trying to dumb it down a little bit because it's something that I've been kind of studying for a year. The best way I feel like to describe it would be using ceilings and floors. And so that's kind of what I've made with these blue lines here, ceilings and floors. So just to kind of explain, demonstrate. So as you see, price here is going up. It's kind of in an uptrend. And then it hits this blue line, which we're going to call a ceiling. Ceiling's at the top, floor's at the bottom. So it hits a ceiling. That ceiling pushes it down. All right, it comes down here. What I look for a price to do, and it does it here, is to break through a ceiling. Here it goes up, as you can see here, breaks through the ceiling, comes back down, and now that ceiling has become a floor because it bounces off what used to be a ceiling here and is now a floor here and goes up. All right, so that's what I look for. And then as price did that, I created, now this line is a floor here. It's a floor here. It goes up. Now we've got a ceiling here, and you can see how many times it hits the ceiling and goes down. Finally pushes it down, hits our floor again, and it's going back up. So what I'm looking for price to do, I've got it drawn in these blue lines. I'm looking for it to either go up and break this ceiling and come back and be a floor. If it hits that floor and goes up, I'm getting in a trade for a buy. All right. If it goes down and breaks through the floor, and then that floor becomes a ceiling and it pushes it down, I'm looking to do a sell. And I look to get in as soon as it hits my lines here. All right, just like these are showing, down, comes up, hits this line somewhere, and then pushes back down. So that's kind of what I'm looking for. And had we been in this trade here where we had a ceiling, that ceiling became a floor, and as you can tell, it went up. The market moves in pips between the currency pairs. So we'll say, had we been in this trade, it would have got close to around 40, we'll say 40 pips. All right, 40 pips. That's just kind of the small movements that it makes in the market. Each little move up or down is called a pip within that currency. Basically, all you need to know is it moves up and down in pips, and this trade would have been a 40 pip trade from here to around here, somewhere on this blue line. And now, just to kind of show you another example, let's do this one here. All right, perfect example here. Right here, price is coming down. It hits a floor, goes up. All right, eventually comes back down. It even it even comes back down and is a floor again because it hits here and then goes up. All right, then it makes its move. It breaks a floor, which is what we're looking for. Now we need it to retest. Now it's a ceiling, and it goes down. All right, had we been in this trade, we'd have gotten in about there. You're looking at close to 100 pips. All right, really it could have been a possible 115 pips. So that would have been 100. We'll say 100 pips right there. All right. Now, as you can tell, it comes up. It hits hits our ceiling, bounces back down a little bit. Now it pushes through that ceiling. All right, comes up here, and now it's going to retest as a floor. So it retested here, so we're really looking for it to go back up. But once again, I've trapped price to where we're looking for it to either come through here and it's going to break through the floor, retest as a ceiling, and then shoot back down. Or it's going to come up here and break through this ceiling, retest where this is a floor, and then it's going to go back up. And you can get in the trade either way. So there's some examples. Like I said, that one was this was a 40 pip trade here going up. This was 100 pip. Let's do one more. Let's don't do that one. Well, I'll explain this one. Let's move it over. All right, so this is how I've trapped price. This one hadn't really broke out as a trade yet, but as you can tell, I've got a ceiling here. It touches it here and pushes down, touches it here and pushes down. We also have a floor. These two pretty much touch it, touches it right here and pushes back up. It touches here several times and works its way back up. So once again, I'm looking for it to push through this ceiling, and then that ceiling become a floor and go up, or it's going to come down here. It's going to break through the floor and then come back up and be a ceiling. That ceiling's going to push it down. You either buy or you sell, whichever way it breaks out. So there's you several examples. Now, the money that you can make with it. If you were to start out with a $500 trading account, okay, and you know my goal is to get 20 pips a trade. All right. My goal is to hit 100 pips a week, 400 pips a month. All right. Now, in those first two trades I showed you, one made 40, one made 100. So that would be 140 pips just in two trades. So I would have made above the 100 for that week. And I could have really just traded twice and been done for the week because I hit my goal. But if I would have started out with a $500 account, the money that I would make is laid out for you. Month one, I would make $200, and I would put it back into my trading account to make $700. Month two, it's going to jump to $280. So now my account's at $980. So I started out with $500. In 2 months, I've made $480. And you're compounding your account. So each month, the little bit of money you're making, you're rolling it back into your trading account. It's kind of like compounding interest, so to say. And if you did this for a year, 1 year, you're trying to get 20 pips a trade. You're trying to get 100 pips a week, 400 pips a month. If you're doing that week in, week out, 1 month at a time, once you've been in it for a year trading, that last month 12, you're going to make $7,000 here, or $7,720. Your account will have grown from 500 to 27,000 in a year. And as you compound interest, the more money you're going to make each month. And this is honestly 100 pips a week, 400 pips a month is kind of on the conservative side. So really, if you wanted to make a bigger pip goal, more pips a week, more pips a month, then you could even be making more money than this. But this is kind of conservative. I've shown you the trades that I would have taken. Like I said, one of them hit 40 pips, one of them hit 100. And that third one I showed you, it hadn't broken out yet. But if you can follow this plan, 20 pips a trade, 100 pips a week, 400 pips a month, this is the kind of money you can make. And like I said, this is kind of on a conservative side. So I'm kind of taking into the fact that I'm probably going to lose a trade or two a trade or two each week, maybe a trade a week, several trades a month. You're going to lose some of them. But this is kind of my plan and how I approach trading. So if this is something that you feel you would like to learn, please send me a message. This is, I mean, an awesome way to make money. Now, I will being honest with you, it is a skill that you have to learn, and it takes a little while to learn. But the company I'm with that's kind of provided me with the education to trade has been super helpful. They've got people that call out their trades to help with this particular strategy, because I've learned this strategy through one of their professional traders. I watch him trade several times a week. He's got several videos out that show his strategy, and it's just over and over and over again. That's kind of how I've gotten to where I know where to draw my ceilings and floors. So anyways, I didn't want to make this video super long, so I'm going to go ahead and end it. But if this is something that stands out to you or piques your interest, get in touch with me. We can talk about it, and I can help you get started. All right, thanks.